Hi, welcome says to be my name is Columbus, and this is what's going on for ya for the next 4 months. Okay, we're going to talk about the regular cards. We're talking about that there are some spiritual things going on personally. I do feel like there is some type of reconstruction going on with someone. I see a long time with the situation. I see that you're feeling, you're trying to forget about some things. One, you're putting a relationship behind you, and then you're moving on from something that's that real still has you like feeling a certain type of way about it. Okay, I do feel when it comes out to property matters, there are also negotiations coming up. You're on the fence about a situation, but I do feel like you're going to get some peace in a house and property where the responsibility seems to be a little bit too much when you have to fight for things. I don't see any issues, legal issues currently in this current time frame, but I do see changes. I see that you're being stubborn in a lot of situations also. There's physical messages coming from afar. Physical messages mean it could be a package, it could be a letter by mail or something like that, but I feel like it's coming from afar with the situation that you have put behind you. At the same time, it does show judgments and decisions consistently worried about a situation where you may have to try to escape from it, or someone try to escape from it, or you will escape from it. There's some good news unexpectedly coming towards you when it comes down to lovers. You may hear from someone that you haven't heard from a long time, but I don't think you're gonna respond. You're headed straight to income. You're headed straight to income. Right now, things aren't so good financially. I do feel like there is someone that's in your life. If it's not going to be meeting someone in January, I do feel like you're going to be approached. I do feel when it comes down to income, more discipline needs to be taken care of. Now, this month is about getting things organized. I don't see anything but organization. I do feel like you're being stubborn. A lot of things that could be behind you, a lot of things that could be changed for the better, hasn't been because of you being stubborn. Okay? At the same time, feeling very spiritual, feeling like you're in your zone, like you are in your moment, but at the same time, wondering about an old relationship, an old partnership. Sometimes when you bring those things in and you unexpectedly think about someone, you see them. But you do meet someone at the end of the month. At the same time, organization. You can organize, girl. Organize and let some things go. Stubbornness is all in your cards, mama. Okay. You and me, we sipping. Okay, that's the first month. No. Okay. Changes. The changes that's going to be coming up within February are going to be really good. Now, if we're talking about careers, something that you used to do in careers will be popping up in February, okay? I don't see you getting the pay that you want, but I see whatever this field is that you do love to do that, okay? I do feel that you, at this point, that you have putting some things behind you in an old relationship. It keeps talking about money management for you. Watch your money management here is here in your cards. There is money here. Once again, feeling lonely, you have this fear. You have a fear of being lonely. You have this fear of commitment and change in your cards. Okay, I do see endings here when it comes down to this feeling. You keep getting into this feeling. This it's not despair. It's just a certain feeling. Has everything with to do with emotions. Maybe somebody you were with moved on to somebody else, and you found out about it, or you saw them, and it keeps hitting you in that way, or showing you that what property matters. You're going to be hearing something about property matters again in that next upcoming month. Responsibilities that you're trying to avoid. Also, you're going to be celebrating something which will kind of be a little heavy for you in February. It looks like in January it was kind of taken off, but this is going to go in your favor and go out of your favor. Meaning you're going to be on the, you don't want to deal with it, but you're going to have to deal with it. And when you do, you're going to take the responsibility for it. Okay? So that looks like it's going to be ended in that situation by February. Now, offer to the table from a lover. I told you you're going to be somebody in January, probably in January. You're going to be dealing with them in February too. Okay, I don't see any negatives when it comes down to family. Spiritual matters, keeping your eyes on some type of authority figure. There's another person that say you're not that you're watching, but you're worried about it. I think you need to leave him alone because he's too argumentative. You start seeing that towards the end of February. It's not the new guy, it's someone you've always dealt with. If there's going to be any legal issues, I'm going to say this, they may pop up in January, and then the solutions will be in February. Not sure about that. Okay. Your underwear at the bottom of the barrel.
These are still clean a little bit.
Excuse you?
What?
You know, just pull all the clothes out. It's at the bottom.
It's right there.
Where? Those are mine.
No.
Oh, my bad.
Are you doing clean?
Those are clean. I wash those.
Yeah, it is clean.
Okay. And you got to, yo.
What, my
Okay.
pajamas? What?
Okay. So you have this spirit stuff is coming up. You just didn't like the way a relationship ended. You can't get over this. Really getting to you for almost 3 months. Now, when you talked about mental instability, or you was asking about somebody uh, with their mental situation, this situation is going to go on for the next 3 years. You're just going to have to get this child the help they need and consistently watch their behaviors. You need to watch the behaviors, not the attitude. The behaviors is the thing that needs to keep a tab on. I feel like this child is going to suffer from this for the next 3 years, and that ain't long. 3 years more, 3 years more, and then you're gonna see some changes for the better. Okay, I do see that something about property line popping up again. You know what deal with
I'm back.
being stubborn, being stubborn. You being stubborn. I do see things going in your favor. Whatever this is that's going on with this responsibility thing, it finally ends for good. I do see where you're not gonna go for this new guy. Whoever he is, it's like really trying too hard and you're not feeling it and you can let him go.
I'm still here.
I do feel like you're going to get away for a little while mentally and then
No.
money's going to be coming your
No.
way.
Just no.
Love is not your friend for the next few
Because I
months.
can.
Watch your spending.
I'm trying to get
Watch your spending. Watch your spending. Recovery or job. You're going to be going back to a job, not the same job, but you've done this type of job before. You're going to have to do something because it shows you reevaluating your career. I feel like you're going to be hired from an authority figure. A gentleman authority figure. I feel like the job that you get is going to be, uh, it's almost a special type of job, or it's a special type of place, or there's a special job that you do. Uh, you're not gonna like it. You're gonna be very argumentative and testy, but you're gonna be thinking about what you need it for, and it's gonna make you rethink things. Right? Can you turn it down? Cause you know.
Okay.
I know you took me here before. Dum, dum, shh, shh, shh. How come you hiding? Say, don't you wanna hit the floor? Okay, so within the next time frame, oh, I see things are going really good for you. This career, you probably quit it. It's like within a month you quit. You just can't do it. You just can't do it. When it comes down to your children, I do see that a child is in peace and there is spiritualism around. There's prayer around her. So make sure you praying for your child because it doesn't look bad. It just is like 3 more years of it. Okay, negotiations with properties. You're still avoiding that for some reason. You're on the fence. You don't want to deal with us. You're trying to get away with a situation, and money stands behind it. There's victories in love relationships, but also anger with the satisfaction of being responsible within a situation like that. Okay, it's not saying much about children. I really don't do readings on children. I really don't do specific readings. I just go forward and then I try to think about it and let it come out. Okay, being presented again from this individual, your cards are the same every month almost. Because you're being stubborn, you're not making any changes that you need to make. When I say need to make, you're avoiding things, and that's why things seem to be like they're being held up. Once again, I feel like someone's trying to reach out to you about a certain situation. If anything legal goes on, it's going to go in the month of January. It's like by February, mid-March, those things are completely tied up. Then you go back trying to avoid something with property matters again. And then this authority figure that you have this thing with of the situation where you're really worried about it, and you guys are arguing about it. You guys are really arguing about it almost every month. Anyway, you're gonna finally end whatever this is with this authority figure. I mean, if you're in a commitment with them, it wasn't so good anyway. It's finally gonna end for good. So that's a lot of stress that's going to be out. At the end of the day, those changes coming in, and your real changes are gonna come in once you stop being stubborn and make decisions. Something with property matters are going on very heavy. Diddy, I'm talking. Something with property matters are going on very, very, very heavy for you. I really don't see court. I really see like something being you being stubborn and then it finally being solved. Yeah. Oh my God. When it comes down to love relationships, you don't have really too much positive. You will meet someone new, you will reject them, and then you're gonna kind of stand back and reflect. At the same time, whatever's going on with this authority figure inside businesses and career, inside businesses, careers, what you do to make extra money. Watch your penny pinch, and watch the spending. Career's gonna be coming in February also. Something you've done before. I don't feel like you're getting paid enough for it. But it looks like a minimized type situation, but you're good at it. You may quit. You may quit. Within 3 or 4 months, you may quit. It seems to me like you feel like you're being belittled. That you're better than that. Good, do it. Children, I really don't do readings on children, but I did think about it, and I feel like 3 years, 3 more years. I do see where spiritualism is protecting them. So whatever's going on with your child, they're being protected. They're being looked over, not only from you, but whoever you pray to, your God, your whoever. I feel like there's a protection there for that child. And I do feel like that is a sacred thing for you and your family. But at the end of the day, the real changes are in property matters, in love. You really have to focus on what you want in those areas. This property matter thing is almost berserk in your cards. Love is not good because you're not being stubborn. Make a decision so the doors can open for new things to come in. Take the job until you can get something better. Fix the property matter so it don't linger on to March, April, and May. Because it's closing out real slow. Okay? It's closing out really, 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 really slow. It's looking really, really, really good for you. Stop being stubborn. That's it. And those things will start clearing up. When you're stubborn, you don't do nothing. You're not really not making any moves because you're being stubborn about things. It does show that you're hurting about a situation, and this also must put you in a stubborn place. It's like a child sitting in a room that's spoiled and don't want to move, don't want to talk to nobody, don't want to eat, don't want to do nothing. But they must remember, they must know that the word is resolved around them, and things have to be done, and things can be put. That's what you're doing. But that's just an example. Things can be put into a perspective. Put things in perspective and take care of whatever you need to take care of, and you're gonna see those new doors open up for you, even in a love relationship. This authority figure, I don't know what's going on with that, but whatever it is, you're gonna win and lose in a situation. You should be done by February, March. My name's Belinda. God bless you, and I cannot wait to see you.